Why was she so okay with going to some random magical school because some random girl with wings said she's a fairy and said, you're coming to school with me? Like, what? Why was she okay with that?
Riven still looks the best out of all the boys. Daphne looks ugly as fucking human form. Laura being interested in Damien. No man.
My channel has a first name, it's called Fashionista. My channel has a second name, it's Diana. I like to react on some days, and if you ask me why, I'll say my fans inspire me every day to be myself each single day.
Hi diamonds, what's up? I am Daya, also known as Fashionista Daya, and we're back to my channel. So, as you guys saw by the title, we're going to be talking about Winx Club, the reboot, The Magic is Back show that was on Netflix. If you guys see my shirt is wet, yes, because I washed my hair. I'm not sweating. Okay, that's not sweat. My hair is wet. I just washed it. It's not completely wet. It's drying, but it's still dripping. It's still dripping a little bit. So if my shirt is wet, do not fucking mind it. But yeah, because I was not about to wash my hair after I made this video. I couldn't. So yeah, I washed my hair first this time, and now we're gonna make the video. Okay. How are we all doing? Like, I know it's been forever. I've been working. I honestly didn't even want to make this video. Like, I was like contemplating, do I even want to make this video? Because I'm going to have a lot to say, but also not. Like, I don't know. I just been really contemplating not making this video. I mean, because I was like, the show was just a lot. It was a lot, okay? So it took me a minute to really gather my thoughts and just give most of my key points about the show. And yeah, so yeah. I wrote down some good and bad, and then we're just gonna give like overall thoughts after I'm finished talking about the good and bad. So before we get into that, if you aren't new here, what's up, my dazzling diamonds? But if you are new here, hi, I'm Daya. If you want to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can see more of this melanin, because why wouldn't you want to do that? Exactly. Exactly, right. So let's just get straight into this video. I forgot what I say, girl. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so I have my notes here. We're gonna go through this as quickly as possible because my battery is like 3 bars. So we're gonna have to get through this quickly. But let's get started. Honestly, the show was a lot. As a Winx fan, an OG fan, the show was really a lot. Like I said, for people who skipped, like, my hair is dripping. It's not sweat. My hair is dripping wet. Okay. So like the show was a lot as a Winx fan, like, to watch as the reboot. And so let's get started. I'm gonna start with the good, and then I'm gonna go into the bad. Okay. So with the good, I do like Musa's relationship with Riven. I feel like it's healthy, but I'm also kind of mad because if you guys watch my last videos, you guys know that I love mess. I love a little bit of mess, okay? So I'm a little bit mad that I didn't, get my little mess going on. I'm actually really shocked at how healthy their relationship was this season, and in the reboot. But yeah, and Riven still looks the best out of all the boys. Let's get into that, because what, like, he looks the best, and that's not meaning much considering that the bar was already very low for the boys. But I just also wanted to put that out there. So next is, I also love, this is none of this is in order, okay? None of this is in order of episodes. I'm just giving my overall thoughts about how the show and just random things, okay? This is just a commentary, okay? None of this is in order or whatever, okay? If you want to do that, watch the video, okay? So I also like that the fairy and witches go to the same school. Like, even though it's maybe temporary, like, I like how they all go to the same school. I appreciate that. But like, Cloud Tower still exists. I do kind of like that concept in a way. I don't know. It just feels a little bit more cohesive. So I will say that I do think it's cool. And I also think it's cool, speaking of that boys can go to like Althea. It's not just like girls' school. Like, you know, Damien is a student there technically, I think, but like, you know, it's like I find that really cool, and I also find it cool that like girls can go to Red Fountain. Like that wasn't in the original, so I will say that's a nice change. So I think that's a great change. And yeah. And also I do like how, like, you know, they can either be like a fairy or like a witch or wizard. Like I like that concept of, you know, like they can be either, and it doesn't matter, like, you know, what gender, you know, because like I remember watching, if you watch the show, like Damien walked up and he could be like, you know, either a fairy or like a warlock or a wizard or whatever. And I was like, oh, that would be cool if he got to be a fairy, you know? But yeah, I found that concept pretty cool, that like, you know, that they all go to the same school, but like they can also, like, you know, boys could possibly be fairies. I like that concept. Next is, I also like how they kept the dark bloom. This is just random, but I like how they kept dark bloom into the kind of the concept. I think that's great. And yeah, I don't really know if I like how they incorporated it completely, like with her look and things, but I appreciate them keeping dark bloom here. That's all I'm going to say. Next is, I also appreciate that they mentioned Stella's moon powers, that she's the fairy of the sun and moon. I also appreciate that, because that just kind of went away. But like I feel like it's gonna go away again, because at the beginning I think she mentioned it when she was in the original too. So like we'll see if she actually gets to use moon powers, because she still doesn't use them. So really it just kind of doesn't, you know, doesn't do anything, but it makes me feel better seeing her moon and in her transformation, and also knowing that she is the, like, you know, fairy of the sun and moon instead of that shining sun shit. Y'all know what I get. I get so heated because I don't like shining. With this whole shining sun shit was too extra. But anyway, next and finally, I also want to just say the tricks. The most important part here. The tricks are the best part of the show. They stole the show. Like the tricks were also great in the original, but like it was like a mixture of like the Winx and Tricks, like, you know, they both equally have their moments in the original. But what I feel like with this, the Tricks were like the only ones that they stole. They made the show. The Tricks made the show. I'm gonna be very honest. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Like I think we all can agree on that. Like the Tricks look amazing. They're mostly amazing. I don't think I like Darcy's voice actor, but that's not really too important. Overall, I think that they were pretty cool. They were like the best incorporation of the show. I'm gonna be very honest. They were the best. So yeah, those are the great things and good things that I could find in the show.
Also, I just want to add that I love the Winx symbol being used. Like, iconic.
And now let's get to the bad. So, I think the show still feels a little soulless and not very magical. I'm gonna be honest. Like how I said in the trailer, I kind of felt like, I don't know if it's with the 3D AI, I don't know, but like their expressions still don't give. Like the animation seems okay-ish, but it seems like it's rushed a lot, and like it's rushed, and it doesn't feel like they gave it, like, you know, the magic in the show, like the love and touch. I don't really see it, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel it mostly, but like I don't see it that much, and I really don't feel it. So I just wanted to like say that. But I don't know about you guys, but it just feels soulless. You know what I mean? Let's talk about episode 1 quickly, because it took me like 20 minutes to get through the first 4 minutes. Like, let's talk about it. Was anybody else confused? Like, I spent like a good portion laughing at the show. Yes, at the show, because I was like, it was so stupid. Like, it was so stupid. Like, I spent a good like 15 minutes just like flabbergasted and laughing, because I was like, what is this? Like, so many things happened at once with, you know, Bloom sitting in her room. Kika was non-existent. He's a fucking stuffed animal and things like that. That pissed me off. And then, like, you know, everything just happened so quickly. Like, everything happened so fast within a span of 4 minutes, like 4 to 5 minutes. Like, I was just like, it was crazy. Like, she went to school, like, she was in her room, got to see Mike and Vanessa. Mike still looks a little bit weird in 3D, but like, they're fine-ish. Um, they're still Mike and Vanessa. They're great. You know, like I think it was crazy. Like the whole like Bloom and not Bloom, Stella and Flora fighting that monster like randomly in the street. Like that whole scene was very weird to me. Like it just got so weird. Like she was in her room and then she was out like walking, riding her bike, because her dad got her a bike for her birthday. Like it just all happened so quickly, and then it just moved straight into like, you know, Bloom like seeing Stella and Flora, and she already knew that she had powers and things. Like she didn't like she was already interested in fairies and things. Like it was just very weird to me. Like it was just very weird. Like we didn't get to really know why she was interested in these things, but she was. All like, and she just kind of knew that she was. Like in the original, like it was nice to know that she, like, you know, because we're human, and she was considered human for like she grew up human. So like she would like, you know, was very weirded out the fact that you know, oh my god, I'm a fairy, you know, like that made more sense. But it didn't make sense with how they did it. Like she was already like in the magical, like, you know, realm, which I guess wasn't a big deal because, like, you know, some people, humans and things, some of us are into like, you know, Wicca and magic and dark magic and black magic and things. So I mean, it is what it is. But like, why did she just like, she was so specifically like, I know I'm a fairy, like this and blah blah blah. Like, it's like she was just so set on that she's a fairy, and that she knew what she had powers and things, and like it was just so weird, very weird. And then it quickly went into her riding her bike down the fucking park, and Flora and Stella are fighting the big monster, which was weird because why is Flora there? But whatever. That wasn't the big problem. The big problem was that was a weird fight scene. First of all, a very weird fight scene. And then once it was over, did you guys see how quickly it turned to dark? Like it was like daytime after time, like afternoon evening, and then immediately like after the fight was over, it switched to night, like midnight kind of looking. It was like dark. Like it switched immediately when after the fight, and then the girls like wished her up into the sky, like, and she just went through this portal. It was very weird. Like they just took her into the portal to like go to like, you know, Afia and stuff. But like what? It all happened like back to back to back. And then the scene after they flew her into the portal, it quickly moved from like night after being daytime like 2 seconds ago. It quickly then moved to like, you know, Bloom saying, yeah, mom and dad, I'm going out via, see you later. What? Like it didn't make sense. Like in the original, it was better done. And I'm not gonna keep comparing to like, you know, the original, because like, you know, I'm trying to look at this as like a Winx fan, but also objectively, somewhat. And like as a Winx fan, it's horrible objectively, for people who wouldn't be Winx fans or what, like, you know, wouldn't know about the original like show. It doesn't make sense. Like why is she like, no, she a fairy? Why was she so okay with going to some random magical school because some random girl with wings said she's a fairy and said, you know, you're coming to school with me? Like what? Why was she okay with that? Like, and then on top of that, her parents just let her go. Like that's the craziest part. Like in the original, at least they went with her. They went through the portal to see like, okay, let's see where my daughter is going. I'm gonna go pull up. But they didn't do that here. The pacing is horrible. The pacing is horrible. I'm sorry. Like what? The pacing is horrible. That's all I want to say. Like it just didn't make any sense. Like 1 second she was in her room, next second she's getting a birthday present from her dad, next second she's riding through the scene, and it's daytime evening, the next second she's fighting a creature off with Stella and Flora, and then immediately turns to night. Like and this all happened within a span of like 3 to 4 minutes, like 5 minutes. Like I was like, are they serious? And then after you get through that, you know, monstrosity, Like once she ends up at like, Althea, it paces a little better, but like the pacing is horrible. Like it's horrible. And I just don't get, like, why would they do that? It's too fast and it's confusing. It's very confusing. But like I just wanted to say that. I don't know if anybody else was like confused about that, but like I was just sitting there flabbergasted for a good 15 minutes laughing at the show and being like, what are they serious? They're trying to wrap this up like wrap this up like within 3 to 4 minutes? Like are we serious? And then my next thing, I'm gonna move on because I think you guys get my point. But my next thing is that why was there so many new characters? Like most of them were unnecessary. Like you know what you guys agree with me, right? Most of the characters were unnecessary. Like they were unnecessary drama, like Damien. I'm sorry, Damien, unnecessary. Daphne looks ugly as fuck in human form. I'm just gonna say it. I think her like, mystical spiritual form, whatever, looks amazing. Amazing. But she looks fugly in human form. I hate it. And she looks younger than her, which is she's supposed to be older, right? Like, what is happening? Oratel and Miriam look weird. Oratel looks fat. Like, no shade. But, like, what is happening? Like, what is happening?
Okay, I just have to add that, like, Oratel is, like, a DILF. That is all. Like, he was so DILFy. Like, I just had to add that in there. That is all. And they changed him to be like this. That's it.
Next is some of the voice actors aren't it. I hate Flora's voice. I'm sorry. The whole entire show, I was like, I don't like her voice. I think her accent's a little too thick. Like, it's not soft enough. Like, I'm sorry. No shade to the voice actor, but like, I just don't like Flora's voice. Every time she spoke, I rolled my eyes. I was a little irritated. I don't know about you guys, but I was a little irritated. Honestly, a lot of them had weird voice actors, but what can you do? I also, speaking of like voices, I don't like the singer who sung the intro song. I know she's Italian and the blah, blah, blah and all that shit, but she honestly did not do the original song justice. Girl, like she was singing in cursive. Like, girl, what is she doing? Like, what is she doing? No shade, but like her voice sounds too rough. It was too rough. Like, no shade to the singer, but she did not fit the song. I'm sorry. Like, at all. But I will say I do love them choosing nostalgia and giving us the original song. I just had to say that. I also don't like the fact that the mess of Bloom and Sky's relationship. I think that was unnecessary. Like, why was Sky in a relationship with Diaspro? Like, it kind of was. I mean, they weren't in a relationship in their original. They were just engaged, like arranged. But they weren't like together at the time. But in this show, like, they're together as like a couple. And like, he's interested in Bloom, clearly, and she's interested in him. And that was weird. I was like, okay. And then it got weirder because the Winx condoned it. Like they were like literally okay. Like they were like even encouraging her to, like, you know, go talk to him, Bloom. Like, go talk to him. Like, he's clearly thinking about you. I don't like Diaspora either, but like, that's not okay. As women, can we not do that? Like, I was like, are we doing this? Are we actually condoning cheating in a children's show? Like, what's happening here? It was very weird. It was getting very weird. Like, I was just sitting there like, because they were all, she was like, I don't know, like, you know, I mean, I like him, but I feel like, you know, he always, like, you know, I feel like he likes me, he looks at me, and, like, you know, all the rest of the girls are like, you should go for it. Go for it, girl. Ask him out. And I'm over here like, okay, so just fuck Diaspora. Like, you know, because in this show, they're together. So I was like,
bombastic side eye.
Ew, like, can we not do that? Like, that's not okay. I don't like Diaspora, but that's not okay. Can we not condone cheating? Thank you. Like, thank ya. Like, I'm sorry. Like, can we not condone cheating? Like, that was very gross. Like, I was like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? And speaking of Diaz, bro, she looks horrible. I think she looks fine as a character, but not for Diaz. She doesn't even look like Diaz, bro. It's a whole different character just named Diaz, bro. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? But I'm just gonna let that slide because she wasn't even in most of the show, like at all. We don't even get to see her transform. She's practically irrelevant. We also see Mitzi, but also irrelevant. But you know what? Anyways, nonetheless, I also want to say the Winx are also very one-dimensional. I also want to say this. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like the Winx are also very one-dimensional. And what I mean by that is that, like, they all are like defined by like one thing. Like Aisha's very sporty. And I'm just like, okay, that's a part of who she is, but that's not the only thing that she is. Like, I get it's a kid's show and like, you know, make it basic, I guess. But like, I don't like that they just kind of took one thing that all the girls liked and just ran with it. Like, they were all very complex in the original, like, you know? And so, like, if you watch it from, like, a new perspective, though, you're not gonna give a fuck. But this is just for Winx fans. Like, it's just weird. We're almost done. Vexius. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't like his character. Don't understand his character. I get it, like who he was. I get it, but I don't understand why he needed to be, like, we did not need him. Season 1 revolved around the tricks and the Winx. Why do we need Vexius? And y'all know me, if you know me, you know that I did not like the tricks having to always be under a man. Like, if you look back on every season, the tricks were always, you know, being used or, like, you know, working for a man. Now, guaranteed, they were also using that man too, but like, it was giving very much misogyny, and I did not like that. I did not like that. And in this, it was unnecessary. Like, because the tricks were doing most of the work this season anyway. Like, they were the ones fighting the Winx. Vexius was just there. He was irrelevant for most of the show. Like, it just. Anyway, next, I also don't like Flora being interested in Damien. No, ma'am. That's all I'm gonna say. No, ma'am. Let's cut that off. As an OG Winx fan, that's just, you know, Flora x Helia. What? Period. Forever. The fuck? I think Damien's cute as a character. I think he's adorable, yes. I think he's a useless character. I'm going to be very honest. He's adorable, cute, yes. But he's a useless character and unnecessary. He was unnecessary. They did not have to complicate the story by making Bloom have a, spoiler alert, having a twin and then splitting the Dragon Flame. It was unnecessary. The whole point was Bloom having unique power of the Dragon Flame and being held by one person. That already was, like, you know, complicated and complex for Bloom, along with, you know, her realm and things, and for the rest of us, and how much power the Dragon Flame has. Why did they have to make it even messier by having her have a fucking twin? She already had a sister. Like, it just didn't make any sense. It was unnecessary. I'm sorry. Damien was unnecessary. I said what I said. The last thing I'm going to say is what happened to my Wizards of the Black Circle. Like, when I was doing my, you know, trailer reactions and looking up the, you know, info about what's happening in the show, like, I heard that the Wizards of the Black Circle were going to be in this. Where are my sexy wizards? Like, I want to see my sexy wizards. Like, I love them. Like, I was so excited, and then we got Vexius. Which, he's not ugly, but he's not, you know, the Wizards of the Black Circle attractive. But yeah, that's all. And I also want to quickly note, like, these are most of the things I wanted to say. Like, I'm probably missing some things, but like, you get it. Like, these are most of my thoughts that I could think of, you know. And the last thing I really want to talk about is the fashion, because that's the most important thing. I feel like a lot. The fashion's a mess. I'm gonna be very honest. Almost everybody looks a mess. Period. Except the tricks. Except the trick. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but almost everyone looks a mess, including Stella. I'm just gonna be honest. That was like one of the most, apart from the magic and shit, the fashion was supposed to be the most important thing. I feel like this time around, they focused way too much on the storyline and the AI and animation. That's not even that great. Neither are that great, to be honest. No shade. Like, I don't understand why did we get fashion. Like, that was one of the main things that made it stand out, is seeing the different fashions, seeing them wear different outfits, things that, you know, we would, like, you know, a lot of us would want to wear, you know, like, or just high fashion in general. Like, it just was nice to look at. And I get it's a kid's show. I get it. It's supposed to be a kid's show, so all these things don't really matter. And they're like, you know, the kids don't care about these things. Most kids don't care about these. I get it. But like, I'm sure kids like looking at nice things. Just saying. That is all. I don't think they look horrible, but they don't look as good as they should. That's all I'm gonna say. And so on that note, overall, I'm gonna say if you're not a Winx fan, I'd say the show is not that bad. It's not that bad, okay? But it's not that great either. It's not great. It's not bad, but it's not great. But if you are a Winx fan, it's a big no. No. It's a step up from season 8 and 7 in some ways, but it's not that great. Like, as a Winx fan reboot, it's not that great. Absolutely not. If we're talking about this, like, you know, as like a compared to like the original, like, you know, reboot of Winx, it's not great. If we're talking about this show in like general in the Winx world, in general, it's a step up from season 8. I'm gonna just say it, but it's still not great. If we're talking about this as like a non-Winx fan and just people who are into magical girl shit, which I also am, you may like the show. You may like the show. You're gonna be a little confused because the pacing, like I said, the pacing is horrible and very weird. Even for, like, I would say a non-fan, objectively. The pacing is very weird. Very weird. Like, things just kind of happen and you're just kind of supposed to be okay with it. Like, I'm just saying. So yeah, there's that. But I just wanted to say that's it. Honestly, if you aren't a fan, I probably would have ate. If I wasn't a fan, I probably would have ate this up too. I probably would have ate this up too if I wasn't a Winx fan and I didn't know that the original series existed, or if I didn't watch it, I'd probably be eating up this series. So I get it. As a kid, anyway. So I understand that this is supposed to be for the new generation and the kids upcoming. So I get it. You know, this is supposed to be a new fun show for the kids, and they can enjoy it. I hope the kids and the new gens coming up enjoy this new version of Winx. But for us who OGs and who like the original and things, clearly this isn't. It's not up to par. Okay, so like I said, like as an independent entity, it's meh. It's acceptable. There are some parts in the show that make it not bad. You know, like some of the songs, like the Tricks song, like I heard in the song, really good. The Winx song that they sung with when at Muse's concert, kind of ate. The intro, absolutely the fuck no. What do you guys think? if you guys want me making another video, honestly, because I could probably think of more crazy things, but let me know. Comment down below what you guys thought about this. Do you guys love the show? Do you guys hate the show? Tell me what you think. Tell me your feelings. All right? And if you want to, while you're at it, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can see more of this melanin, because why wouldn't you want to do that? Exactly. And I'll see you girls in the next video. Okay? I have a new outro, so I wanted to really, if people call you a diamond in the rough, remember who you are now is still more than enough. Okay? And keep shining. All right. Bye-bye.